promising prospect, just about ready to... And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Savage getting ready to hit.
Here's a hitter who's been strong in the clutch lately. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
In the dirt, and an excellent job keeping it right there. Runners at first and second with one gone as we play game one of this 4-game series.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
The 0-2. Right back to the mound. Could be an easy 2. Over to Castro for 1. Double play. What a twin killing. 1 down. Runner. Man at first, 1 away. Here comes the pitch. There goes the runner from first. Swing and a miss. No ball. Throw there. Safe. And the tying run is now in scoring position. On a line. 2 down. Runner at first with no outs here. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
First and second, no outs. And here is Brian Ramos. That one the other way. Base hit right field. They won't test it here. Bases loaded, no outs.
Now, just a nice job coming through in a pretty high leverage spot right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate.
Line drive, makes the catch, 1 down.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
So bases all loaded up. And next to hit for the Sox, Kyle Teal. The pitch. Soft contact in the air, puts it away for the out.
A perfect result for the defense. A line drive out that doesn't score a run, and it takes away the opportunity for that sacrifice fly. You can't ask for much more. That's the outcome they wanted.
Now it's DJ Stewart. Ball 4, and a run comes in to score.
He's really got himself into a mess out there, and now forces home a run with the walk. This inning's definitely getting away from him.
This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. His 4th home run of the season. And now they're out front. It's 7-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth.
And welcome back to the ballpark. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Sox, King Savage. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these White Sox doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of them. The numbers say their chase rate.
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it.
Looked to me like he kind of let the ball play him instead of playing the ball, and it just ate him up. The hands get stiff, and even the best infielders make these kinds of mistakes. You just have to learn from it and move on.
And now Brian Ramos. On the ground right side. Throw on to Torkelson. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
Now batting, third baseman, Aaron Shunk.
So up next, Aaron Shunk. So RBI spot, but Chris, this is a guy that is not really swinging the bat all that well here.
In this situation, you have a real good opportunity to get swings and misses and record a strikeout. I think you attack him in this spot.
Inside, just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard.
He did not take the bat off his shoulder the entire at bat.
Catcher.
First and second, 1 out. And now Kyle Teal. Bounced it. He breaks for third. Throw to second. Here at the bottom of the ninth, 1 out. Savage digs in now. That smash towards center. Tracks it down for the out. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
With a remarkable season so far. Now here is King Savage.
I'm liking what I've seen from him at the dish lately. Currently owns a 7-game hitting streak.
Up the middle. Oh, he gloves it. Throws from his knees. It's there, and that's a great play. Man at first, nobody out. And now the catcher comes. Nobody out. Runner at first.
Number 7, King Savage.
And that is out of play. Savage recently earned Rookie of the Month honors. Line drive, caught.
That's a big first out of the inning. He showed off his skills catching the line drive, but most importantly, he kept the runner out of scoring position. Things would look a little different if he didn't make that play.
High fly ball lifted into near right field. And that's the 3rd out. First and second, 2 outs. Savage now at the plate. 0 for 3 in this one.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
On the ground. Throws to first. That ends the inning as they squander a chance. Savage had a poor showing, needed to do more.
I don't want to pile on a player when he's down, but that was a lot.
And now the first baseman, King Savage.
King Savage.
Garrett back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. The White Sox are going through a rough start so far this season. Headed towards the corner. And a foul ball.
Yeah, just an awful first month. It doesn't have to be the end of the story. When I was on the 2001 White Sox, we started 8-15, but we finished the year with a winning record. You just got to play through it. It's a long season.
And a quick out, number 1. Swing and a foul straight back.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
I'm sure he feels really good about that one. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Miranda takes it himself, and he has thrown 4.
The first baseman, number 7, King Savage.
Ground ball left side. Zips it to first. 1 away, bottom of the 6th. So the tying run. And next will be the cleanup hitter, King Savage. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Ripped to short. Slings to first in time. Savage had a game to forget.
Definitely didn't do much of anything for him in this one. I think he knows he's capable of more.
Season leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite ready to dazzle today. Here's Riley Green. Perez. And up next for Chicago, King Savage. Good power, not great in the OBP department. Singer, 31 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2018. In the air, right field. Tucker hauls it in to end the inning. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Singer back to work. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. And a good start to the inning. The relay throw. Tag got him. And he can't scramble back in time. Way too much of a turnaround first there. Liner caught it second.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they have the lead. He circles the bases. It's 9-7. That's their 3rd home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. If there was a fastball down the middle, I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
Savage had a sensation here so far. King Savage steps to the plate for the White Sox.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Hawkins makes the catch, and that'll do it. Go ahead run on base. 2 outs, base is empty.
The first baseman,
Savage, 24 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. That one is gone. He circles the bases, his 7th home run of the season. It's 1-0. Chris, he's homered in back-to-back games now.
Yep, seeing the ball well, and he's got his timing locked in. He's looking pretty dangerous at the dish right now. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. can't get to it as it drops into the corner. One runs in. Cut off. Now a throw home. It's off the mark and he scores. It's 4-3. 2 outs. Runner on first. Ryan Ramos will hit next. Savage leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Squirts away a little bit.
2 strikes.
Throw to second. Out at second. 1 out. Runner at second. So next to the plate for Tampa Bay, Ivan Melendez. So 2 down, and now the first baseman, King Savage. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Edwards, 36 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Next offering is in for a strike. Base is empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in here at the bottom of the 7th. This one popped up. Caminero moving under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. Savage was a big contributor for them in the win.
Though they may want to change how they approach him next time because he was.
And now it's going to be King Savage.
Savage.
Boz back to work. And that's fouled off.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
In the air, right side. DeLuca hauls it in, and there's 1 away. Man at first, 1 away. Savage goes 6 feet 5 inches, 195 pounds, and they went out and made a trade for him last season. Double play ball to second, glove flip for 1, and that's 2. 1 hit in the go ahead run on base. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, King Savage. This to third. Fires over to first. And a quick out, number 1.
The designated hitter.
So they're all loaded up.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And the 0-1. And that is out of play.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second.
On the ground, 2 ball. Fired to second. Not in time at first. It's a fielder's choice. So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Ryan Ramos steps to the plate for the White Sox. 0 for 3 in this one. In the dirt, runner goes for second. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Bit of strategy here. They issue the intentional walk, and that'll set up a force play at any base. Now the third baseman, Aaron Schunk. All loaded up here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. And that one is lifted in the air. Morel on the move. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 3. Savage didn't do a whole lot in the win. Didn't light the world on fire, but he held up his end today. I'm sure he'd like to have a King Savage is on a tear so far this season, leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite ready to dazzle today. First and second, 2 outs. Hawkins now at the plate.
Well, the best way to shake off yesterday's struggles is to get on the board early. They've got a guy in scoring position. They've got to find a way here to get him in.
And we're back. Bottom of the second. Now it's the rookie first baseman, King Savage. Pepio back to work. Swing and a foul out of play. Hit in the air out to center field. Moya makes the grab, 1 away.
Batting fifth, the designated hitter, Ryan.
2 outs, base is empty. Savage, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. Out of bounds right side, Diaz. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 1 out, base is empty. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back.
Well, I think the key, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Moya pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
You can tell by their swings, this lineup is having trouble gauging speeds. Timing is everything in hitting, and right now they just don't have it.
And that one fouled off. They're down to their final strike.
Big time jam right there. I hate it as a hitter, but standing in center field, you can't help but chuckle a little bit.
The White Sox down to their final strike. Rips that one to right. And he'll make the catch. Ball game. And the Rays salvage the finale of this 3-game series. Savage had a poor showing, needed to do more, leading his team in home runs. This newly crowned fan favorite, ready to... King Savage steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Yeah, that's fouled off.
I love this part of the game. Does he really want to try and steal second against this catcher? I know he's fast, but it's pretty risky.
Stop off of first with 2 away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there, but you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and that'll do it. So 1 left for the White Sox. 2 outs, base is empty. Savage, 24 years old, and he's driven in double-digit runs over his last 10 games. Fouled off left side. To third, Arenado throws to first.
He's out.
And he has thrown 4 shutout.
The first baseman, number 7, King Savage.
Ripped on the ground to second. Quips it to Mountcastle, and that's the 3rd out. So they get 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Line drive out towards left field. That's a base hit. Now a long throw home. It's offline, and he scores. It's 4-3. 1 down. Here's the White Sox DH, Brian Ramos. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Drops into the glove. Throw behind the runner, and they got him doubled off. So it's 1 run. So digging in, David and Savage. Close one here. Second inning set to go. And now the first baseman, King Savage. King back to work. And that is out of play. King with some less than fantastic work on the hill lately. Ripped on the ground to second, on to first, and a quick out, number 1. First and second. 1 out, bases empty. Looks like the weather could actually play a factor in this one. It's coming down pretty good.
Yeah, it is, and it's not too bad yet, but the field's not going to be able to hold up if the rain gets any worse than this. So keep an eye on the pitcher's mound as well, and the rest of the infield start to puddle up a little bit.
Next offering is fouled back. One down, base is empty. And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
Oh, that pitch wasn't even close to being a strike, and that just goes to show you how defensive hitters can become when they're up against an 0-2 count. You're just hoping for a mistake somewhere near the zone that you
get down, ball, get down.
Plays it on a bounce, and it eats him up. In comes the run from third to add on. Everybody's going to be safe.
Everything came together for him. Tried to get inside on him, but he was ready for it. Just kept his hands in and turned on the pitch. Quick bat through the zone.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4.
Oh, you know this guy wants to swing it, but he's showing some good patience in this one. It's the second time he's taken ball 4.
2 outs. Bases full. Shunk the next to hit. 2 outs.
Runner.
Crawford over to first. That ends the inning and stops things from getting. Now it's the shortstop. 2 outs, base is empty. And next to hit for the Sox, King Savage. And first offering is fouled off. It really feels like we might be running out of time before a rain delay is called. This rain is not letting up.
Yeah, and if we do get a delay, the unfortunate thing is the clock's going to start ticking on these pitchers, and they won't be able to keep their arms warm forever if it's a long break, and going to have to exit this game a little early.
Slice to right. Bleday makes the play, and it's out, number 3. So a man at first. And up next for Chicago, King Savage. Swings and misses. Strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Man at first, 1 away. Strike 2.
0-2.
On the ground, 2 ball. Callahan tossed to second, double play, and that'll do it for the inning. Nothing. So 2 away with nobody on. Tyler Callahan up next for the A's. Savage didn't do a whole lot in the win. Singled and knocked in a run.
Didn't light the world on fire.
Now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, King Savage. Alcantara back to work.
I just love watching Alcantara get ready for games, Bird. He turns into a different person, just usually cracking jokes and having a good time. But start days are a different story. That's when things get serious for this guy.
And there's a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
And here is Brian Ramos. Savage on at first, nobody out. In the dirt. The tag, and he's out at second.
You know, Boog, this is the part of the game that oftentimes is overlooked. This is the grunt work. Great job of the catcher using his body to deaden that pitch, keeps it close, and then throws a strike down to second. That's all.
Savage swings through it for strike one.
0-1.
Man, 91 on the slider right there. That's a hard one. That's a low-end fastball for some pitchers.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. And they'll score first. It's 1-0.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
And now the DH, Brian Ramos. 0-1 down. Arenado. There's one.
He's out.
On to Hernandez. Two. So they get one-run game, one out, one on. Swinging a foul straight back.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Swing and a ball popped up. Connor Falefa snags it for the second out.
Now batting.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, King Savage. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right center field. Bleday sizes this one up, and that is that. So 2 runs on 2 hits, including the homer. Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Close one here today, and you're just about ready to go. He brings a combination of talent, dedication, and heart to every game. It's the Cincinnati Reds going up against the Chicago White Sox. And we'll be back with the first pitch right after this. So 2 down. King Savage digs in now.
He's been doing a good job knocking in his teammates. Over the last 10 games, he's knocked in 10 runs.
And he swings through that one.
0-1's the count.
On a line, base hit. And now first and second with 2 outs.
Right there, does a great job of staying in the big part of the field. Man, there are a lot of hits there.
And here is Brian Ramos.
Brian Ramos.
Taps softly third base side. A swinging bunt. Fires to first on the run. And they get the out. White Sox strand a couple. Scoreless after 1. Welcome back. And coming off a series where the pitching was outstanding, we take a look at those numbers. Gets him to chase after that one.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
That misses, and that's ball 1. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Got him swinging on that pitch away to finish him off, but everything early in the at-bat was in tight. Really challenged him in there with some competitive pitches, not letting him get his hands extended, but of course that eventually opens up the outside part of the plate, and he just wasn't able to adjust.
Brings it in. 2 away now.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder.
And now the first baseman, King Savage. Late swing fouled off.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get in the scoring position.
Dive, and he's got it from his backside. One at second to first, not in time. Great effort there. And now the DH, Brian Ramos. Holding on to a 1-run lead here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Hit in the air, right field. Brings it in. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. Savage had a game to forget in the loss.
Well, certainly a frustrating game at the plate, Boog. I think he's been on fire at the dish lately. Can make it a 5-game hitting streak with a knock in this one.
Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. A gigantic blast. It's his 8th home run of the year. It's 2-1.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Savage now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a miss. No balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound.
We'll take a look at the 3-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them on.
The first baseman, number 7.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Tap foul at the plate. Savage in his rookie season, 24 years old, and he was a 5th-round pick in 2024. And the right-hander deals. That one is absolutely belted. That's back. A dive, and he can't haul it in. Here comes Leon. He'll score around second now, going for 3. The throw to third, and he's out, trying for 3. That 1 out. The go-ahead run is at second. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
There was a high-velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Two on, 1 out. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second.
Savage was a real bright spot despite the loss.
No question, he was a big
with a remarkable season. First and second. King Savage steps to the plate for the White Sox. 3 for 8 in the series coming in. Back up the middle and a base hit. And that keeps the inning going.
Look, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
So up next, Brian Ramos. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Happy Mother's Day to my mom.
Yes, happy Mom's Day.
3-2.
In the dirt. Savage, the runner at first with 2 gone. And right back to the mound. Handles, throws to first, and that is that. Pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Bases loaded, nobody out. Rolled to short, possible 2 ball. To second, there's 1, and a run scores on the double play.
It's always great when you can add a run, but in this situation with the bases loaded, double play's kind of a rally killer.
Runners at first and second with 1 gone.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Diving, makes the grab. Runner tags at second. Actually, he'll stay put, and there are 2 outs.
He takes a huge gamble right there. If that ball gets by him, the run scores easily from second, and the hitter maybe ends up on third. But a great job, excellent focus on the dive, and he robbed extra bases on that one.
So a runner at third, 2 outs. Savage will hit next. 1 for 3.
He's been such a good hitter with runners in scoring position. Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
Late on that fastball.
0-1's the count.
Hard hit left side. Tosses to first. That ends the inning. And Savage had a home game for them.
Maybe not his best showing, but they got the win, and he should be happy about that.
The good times going in this one. It's the Chicago White Sox. 1 down. King Savage steps to the plate for the White Sox.
A lot of clutch hitting from him recently. More than an RBI per game over his last 10.
Ground ball right side. It squirts through. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Waste no time there. Not much to this one other than just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
On the ground to first. To Tovar. Back to the pitcher covering. It's a double play. 2 outs, base is empty.
The first baseman, King Savage.
Fly ball down the line. And that will drop foul. The other way, Locklear. Throws to first in time. Out number 3. 2-3 go to Nico. Horner. Nobody out. Runner at first. And a foul ball.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
That's ripped. Base hit. Lead runner holds up. They're at first and second with nobody out.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with hitters trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Brian Ramos steps to the plate for the White Sox. With the tying run at the plate, and we're the top half of the 6th. Swing and a pop-up. And it drops in. Safe at second, and he gets back in.
He needed that one. It's been a tough stretch at the plate lately. These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of...
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one down. Here's the throw to the plate. Way up the line, and the run scores. Throw behind the runner. They've got him doubled off. We go to the 8th, and here's the first baseman, King Savage. Reynolds back to work. Now he breaks as bad as it's put in play. First out in the top of the 8th.
Well, as a hitter, it can be kind of tough. You get a hard-throwing reliever that comes in the ball game. You don't know exactly what his pitches are doing, and that clearly blew him up on the hand, sawed off that bat. Tell you what, the bat companies, they're pretty happy when guys like this come in out of the bullpen.
Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. That's going back. Back some more. And that one's gone into the bleachers. His 9th homer of the year. It's 8-5. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get...
Savage is on a... So 2 down, and now the first baseman, King Savage. One of the stars in the win yesterday, as he had 3 hits. And it's fouled away.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
Can't connect on the curveball, struck him out. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been struggling. Garcia back to work. Fouled off left side.
He was all over that one. Pitch was away, and he did exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Drive it the other way. Just go with the pitch.
Brian Ramos steps to the plate for the White Sox. Doubled in his first AB.
Runner.
In the dirt, he's going for second. The throw, tag, and he's out.
Well, this is a real momentum killer after the leadoff single. Tried to steal second base on the first pitch. Defense was all over it. Nicely done from behind the plate with the catch and throw. Then a quick tag before he reaches the base.
Savage swings through it for strike 1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things.
On to Horner, out to escape. And here is King Savage. Swing and a miss.
You know, these White Sox, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They're getting a lot of loud contact right now. 9 hits have gone 90-plus miles per hour off the bat, which puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Caught just shy of the wall. Runner tags and will move up to third.
And on the mound, they can't be feeling too comfortable either. With the way these batters are hitting the baseball, it makes it harder to come into the strike zone for fear of getting hit hard.
Savage now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Yeah, that's fouled off. To third. Locklear fires in time. Had a rough go of it in this game. Win 1 for 5 with a single.
Well, at least they got the win, Boog. That's got to be the only thing lifting his mood.
One down. Now the batter now, King Savage. Swing and a ball popped in the air. Lunges, but can't make the catch.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
Man at first, Randall Grichuk now. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Fastball for a strike.
Don't play situation here. He's been working up in the zone. Typically, you look for guys to get that ground ball. See if he adjusts on this next pitch.
That one missed.
See if he can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Outside, that's a ball.
Right out of second. There in plenty of time. He's caught stealing. Man at first with one gone. So in now for Colorado, Nolan Jones. Man at first, one away. Jones. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. And here's the first baseman, King Savage. Swing and a ground ball. One up, one down. Two out, space is empty.
Number 7, King Savage.
Foul ball. And that one is lifted in the air, and it falls. And that extends the inning. Throw off line, he's safe. And a nice job there to keep it from getting away.
Chicago, the center fielder, Randall.
So digging in, Randall Grichuk. Runner takes off. Handles, throws to first. That's the third out. One out. Runner at second. King Savage steps to the plate for the White Sox.
He's been really clutch with runners in scoring position this season, so they'll have to be extra careful in this matchup.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it himself. That ends the inning as they squander a chance. One out. The go-ahead run is at second. Ground ball left side and foul ball.
As a pitcher, you know the runner on second is ready to push things with his speed. A base hit's probably going to be a big run, so you really have to execute on the mound.
That one out to right. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And a couple of quick outs. One out. Runner at second. Next to him for the Rockies, Charlie Cunt. Four-three.
Play ball.